The sun was setting behind the towering oaks that lined the quiet street, casting long shadows that seemed to stretch endlessly across the cracked pavement. The air was thick with the scent of earth and fading summer blooms, but amidst the peacefulness, a low, persistent barking broke the silence. Max, a scruffy golden retriever with soulful eyes, was fixated on something unusual, a strange, bulging lump on the gnarled trunk of an ancient tree that stood at the corner of a small, run-down park. Max's bark was urgent and anxious, pulling his owner, Sarah, closer to the spot. Sarah, a woman in her early 40s with a kind but weary face, felt a shiver crawl up her spine. There was something about that lump, something unnerving. If you believe in kindness and second chances, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Stories like this remind us of the unexpected miracles life can bring. Sarah had always loved this neighborhood, even though it was a place marked by hardship. The people here carried the weight of loss and struggle in their eyes, stories etched in every wrinkle, every tired smile. Sarah was no stranger to hardship herself. After losing her husband to illness and fighting through years of financial struggles, she was doing her best to raise her young son, Leo, in a home that was often stretched thin. Their little family had grown close, bound by resilience and hope, but the challenges never seemed to stop coming. This strange lump on the tree was just the latest mystery in a life full of unexpected turns. As the barking grew louder, Sarah carefully touched the rough bark around the lump. It felt solid, unnatural. Her curiosity mixed with unease. What could be inside an old tree like this? She thought of the stories her grandmother once told her about secret messages and hidden treasures, but deep down, Sarah feared this might be something darker. The next day, Sarah contacted the local authorities. The police arrived with cautious curiosity, their flashlights cutting through the dim light under the canopy. The tree stood silently as they began to cut open the strange growth, the sound of saws echoing like a strange heartbeat. When the thick bark finally gave way, revealing the secret inside, everyone froze. Inside the cavity of the tree was a tiny, shivering bundle, an infant, no older than a few days. Wrapped in a thin blanket, the baby's fragile form was barely visible in the dim light. Max's barking turned into gentle whimpers as he nuzzled the tiny figure, as if offering comfort to a soul that had already endured so much. Sarah's heart pounded with a mixture of shock and an overwhelming surge of protectiveness. The discovery sent ripples through the community. How could someone abandon a newborn like this? Questions and fears buzzed around Sarah's mind as she held the child close. She saw in the baby's delicate face the kind of hope she had been fighting for herself, the chance to protect, to nurture, to heal. Leo, her son, stood nearby, wide-eyed but already reaching out with innocent compassion. In that moment, Sarah knew her life was about to change forever. The days that followed were filled with challenges. The baby, whom Sarah named Grace, required immediate medical care, and Sarah struggled to balance hospital visits, work, and caring for Leo. Yet, despite the exhaustion, there was a new kind of light in her home, a fragile hope that whispered of second chances. She fought off the doubts and fears gnawing at her mind, reminding herself that every life was precious, no matter how it began. The neighborhood watched closely. Some were skeptical, wondering if Sarah could really manage to care for another child, especially one so vulnerable. But others offered support, a neighbor dropped off meals, a retired nurse checked in daily, and the local community center opened its doors for Sarah to find counseling and resources. Slowly, the invisible walls of isolation began to crumble. Sarah's relationship with Max deepened in this time, too. The dog who had sensed something others missed became a symbol of intuition and loyalty. Max never left Grace's side, his protective nature a balm to the scars the baby might carry. Watching them, Sarah felt the true meaning of family, one built not just on blood but on love and presence. But the story wasn't just about survival. It was about transformation. Sarah began volunteering at the community center, sharing her story with other struggling parents, offering encouragement and hope. Grace's arrival had sparked something within her, a purpose that extended beyond her own walls. Every smile from a grateful mother, every tear of relief she witnessed, became fuel for her soul. Months passed, and Grace thrived under Sarah's care. The little girl's laughter filled the house, weaving warmth through rooms that had once felt cold and empty. Leo's eyes shone brighter, his bond with his new sister growing stronger each day. Sarah's tired face now bore the soft glow of contentment and hope. One crisp autumn afternoon, Sarah stood beneath the old tree with Max and the children. The lump was gone, replaced by a smooth bark that seemed to hold the memory of that extraordinary moment forever. Sarah reached out to touch the tree, feeling the pulse of life it symbolized. In the quiet around her, she understood that sometimes, hope comes in the most unexpected forms: barking dogs, strange lumps on old trees, and the courage to believe in a future rewritten by love. If this story touched your heart, please engage with the video, like, comment, and share it with those who need a reminder that kindness can change everything. Before you go, tell us in the comments, what would you do if you found a secret like Grace's hidden in your neighborhood? Life's mysteries don't always come wrapped in easy answers. Sometimes, they come with challenges, heartbreak, and fear. But if we open our hearts and listen, to the barking of a dog, to the silent cry of a child, we might just find the courage to change a life, or even our own. Sarah's story is a testament to that power, the power of kindness, second chances, and the unexpected miracles that wait quietly in the shadows, ready to be found.